year, do you look for answers? I mean, do you think maybe you've hit a little bit of a wall here, or just a tough part of the schedule?
Yeah, when you play great teams, you play well and not win. You know, it's a game we led 98% of the game until the last 4.5 minutes of the game. That's life in the Big East, not new for us. Hopefully our veteran guys understand that, and you got to make sure you respond and win the next game. You know, that's why you never get too excited in this conference. You know, people say, oh boy, you know, this team's riding high or that team's riding high. I mean, we got Villanova coming in, they beat 2 top 5 teams and then lost their next 2. After that, that's just life in the Big East, and you got to make sure that you stay together, keep your head, and get ready for the next game.
John, you might have to grab the mic here.
Not going?
No, you're fine. I just got to refix it. You guys can continue.
Villanova does seem to be getting a little better. Defensively, they've been really good lately, so you got another challenge.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's a great tale for coaches, players, fans, you know, that want to write teams off and maybe in December. And they did a great job of staying together, keep playing, getting better. Younger guys improve. And they become a much better defensive team, probably, I would think, is what they would say about their team. And they've become a quality team in our league, tough out. And we're going to have our hands full, no doubt about it.
They're second in the league in field goal percentage defense in the conference, so obviously they're getting better as they go on. Yeah,
they've definitely gotten better defensively, and you know, they made lineup adjustments, changes along the way. Don't give up, keep grinding, figure out a way to do it. And for them, it's been defense. They don't give anything easy. Can't really hard to find a layup against them. You're going to have to get to the foul line, make some free throws, and knock down some open shots. But it's really always been the case when you play against Villanova. I've always said they play as hard as any team in the Big East in my 7 years in the conference. So you got to pack your lunch when you play them, and you got to come ready to play. But you can say that in the same way when you play Pittsburgh, and I guarantee it'll be the same time, same storyline Friday when we play Georgetown. So it's just that time of year, you know, where you got to find a way to be. You got to play hard, but you got to play harder than the other guy. And right now, for us, the other guy's really good team in Villanova, and it's going to be that way for the rest of the season for us.
Are Cash's shooting struggles a result of being hurt and hurting, or just got out of rhythm because he had to sit out for a while?
Oh, I was saying there's no question he lost his rhythm. I mean, you know, you're talking about he wasn't even shooting when he was injured. He wasn't even shooting around. Yeah. You know, we had to totally shut him down. The only thing he did was get in the pool a little bit. And there's just no way you can do that in the middle of the season and have it not affect you. So he keeps giving us as much as he can give us. Hopefully he's able to get back in some sort of comfort zone as we go down the stretch.
Do you see anything mechanical in his shot,
no,
or it's just a rhythm thing?
Well, what happens is when you lose your conditioning because you're not practicing and you miss so many games, maybe you lose your confidence a little bit as well as your rhythm, and he's just got to try to get his confidence back in practice.
How frustrated is he now? I mean, can you tell that it's getting to him at all?
Yeah. You know, our guys know. Nobody hates losing more than Kashmir Wright, Jaquan Parker, and you know, SK, and some of those kind of guys. You know, those guys. We all have a lot in common when it comes to that. So you know, there's a lot of frustration, no doubt about it.
Keeping his rhythm, is that the biggest reason why you wouldn't consider shutting him down again until he gets healthy, or is that something you did consider at all?
He is healthy. If he wasn't healthy, he wouldn't be playing.
Right. Or to get, I guess, maybe better, because you were saying how
the problem is he hasn't been playing.
Right.
When you don't play, you have no rhythm in basketball. That's been the problem.
Right.
Do you ever, as a coach of this team, look around for where can I get some more offense, like another player? I think of Shaq Thomas, who shows flashes of being able to score inside, but not consistently.
Well, I think the answer is we're not scoring off our defense. In fact, I know that's the answer. Right now, we're in conference play. We're last in the Big East in steals. That's a problem. And in the second half against Pittsburgh, we only had 4 deflections. We were up 6 at halftime. We had 14 deflections. So a lot of our problems are defense and not scoring off our defense, our defensive energy. There's going to be times when your best shooters miss wide open shots. It's unfortunate, but it happened in the last 5 minutes against Pittsburgh. But the answer when that happens is to be great defensively and to be great on the backboard, and we were far from it.
Where do you think Gelon is in his development right now?
Well, he hasn't played a ton of minutes. He struggles at times defensively off the ball, but his on-the-ball intensity and his on-the-ball defense is really good. He hasn't been able to knock down a high percentage of open shots, although he works really hard on it. And in all of our drills and in practice, he's a high percentage shooter. So it's been frustrating to see him not be able to get going from the perimeter as a perimeter shooter, because he's a guy that makes them in practice and makes them in drills. So that's there's another thing to start about looking for offense, or a guy that hopefully can get a few shots to go down and get his confidence going.
Is that kind of in the same mold when you talk about Cash as far as getting a game rhythm? Something that maybe that's part of it, maybe.
Yeah. Oh no. Well, especially when you're coming off the bench.
Yeah.
It's hard to get any type of rhythm when you're a guy that's not getting majority of consecutive minutes. There's no doubt about that. And we get different guys with different issues. Jermaine Sanders, he makes a shot, misses a shot, and then he don't want to take anymore. He's got to change his mentality. That's his particular problem. So, but I would say this, guys. I'm riding home last night and I turned on the radio and Duke's got 55 points with 1:30 to play against Boston College. So everything's a struggle right now for everybody. Okay, we played really well for a long period of time. We just didn't finish the game. I mean, you can overanalyze it all you want. Our passing was much better, much improved. I'm concerned with our defensive breakdowns, because we were a great defensive team to start the season. We were a swarming defensive team all over the place, with people talking all over the country about our defense and our toughness, to a point where people from video production companies wanting to come in and sign me to a contract and film practice to sell videos about how we practice and play defense. We got to get back to that. That's it. We can control that. You can't control when the shot don't go in, and you can control, hey, are you getting open shots? And we've been getting open looks. We got open looks down the stretch. Our passing was much better, but our defense wasn't great. Our defense has been very average, and we got to make sure we get back to being more aggressive.
How's Justin Jackson?
As far as his health,
Yeah.
He's better today. We'll see as it goes.
This is his ankle?
Yeah.
Left, right,
I don't know.
Okay.
Coach, do you have a theory on why scoring is down in college basketball?
Yeah, but it's going to be too long for your soundbite. I would try to sum it up versus scouting reports, size and athleticism of players, more intricate commitment to defense from players and coaches, and officiating.
So it isn't something that's just overnight. It's something that's been kind of building
I
up
think
a while.
it's something that has developed slowly over the last 15 years of our game, and you can't change officiating because it's different conference to conference. We don't have a central office that controls how guys are going to go out and defend and officiate a game with hand checks, calling holding cutters, for instance, low post play, whatever the case may be. But that's not all of it. Then it would also go to, I would think, the development. We don't have guys that have the skill that maybe the European guys do. Our kids grow up playing basketball. They play games and pick up games. They don't do as much skill work probably as they should. So, but I think there's a lot of answers to it. But the physicality of the game, I think, for people that really follow it, I think that would be a universal agreement that the game's become extremely physical.